there's opaques, there's transparents, there's exotics, there's some rare pieces like fire opals and tanzanite, Savorite. So, and everything's in a great alignment. I really like how it's all lined up.
I feel like you and I also match.
Right?
We're really bringing this lilac story to life
It's like you
today.
sent me a picture of what you're going to wear or something. I don't.
I'm such a control freak. Okay, but I didn't actually plan your outfit. Crazy
No, you
town.
didn't.
All right, let's talk about an incredible bracelet because this is a lot of stone. When we talk about pieces like this, like cabochons, we don't offer up gem weights, but just trust, this is a lot of gemstone for less than $25. This is better than fashion pricing, but they're real from the earth stones. So what's happening with this bracelet, no matter the size, small, average, and large, they're all the same price. So let me show you the choices here that we've got, starting off with the rhodonite. So that'll be really pretty, and I'll just spin it so that you can see each one of those elongated cabochons. See how much pink some of them have, others more coral, some gray, some terracotta. That's rhodonite. Next over is the unakite, and Jeff, we don't see this very often.
No, it's usually
all.
in specimen shows. You see them in carvings, things like this. So it's really fun to have these here today.
And then the stone that you've loved for a long time and that your boys are collecting now, this is the tiger's eye. Look at that. I mean, this is here. Can I just do this for 1 second? Why do we love tiger's eye?
Because it's just beautiful.
It's this.
It's that caramel, chocolate, mocha.
Look at that.
I mean, just three-dimensional, just such a beautiful, natural, untreated gemstone. It's definitely brings back childhood memories for me, and I still collect it to this day.
Yes, it's so pretty. And then the black. We call this black obsidian, and that's where you'll be able to see the choices in size. Now, what's cool about this bracelet is there is no clasp. So the ease of just being able to open it up, stretch it, slide it onto your wrist. I know Erin, your wife, talks about having a larger hand and then a small wrist. I mean, this is perfect for gals like that.
Perfect for that. It's perfect if you have any allergies with metals, or if you just simply don't want to keep up with polishing the metals. You know, even though this is substantial in size, these particular opaque gemstones are not heavy. So it's going to still have a good comfort feel. And the beautiful part about this is when you take a stone like this and you polish the inside, it is just smooth as butter.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not really sure if that's a good way to smooth as. Why do we say smooth as butter?
It's creamy. Butter's pretty creamy.
It's not.
Delicious.
Yes.
Also,
it's very smooth.
It feels great on. And so for me, when I spend a lot of time at the computer, so I'm always mindful about bracelets in particular and what that experience is going to be like pressed up against the underneath of my forearm or my wrist, or the fact, my mom as a nurse, no prongs, so there's nothing to be able to, catch on your clothes, on people, on pets. So depending on what your lifestyle is, I mean, I know a lot of women who love jewelry, but they feel like they've got to make more practical decisions in how things are constructed. There's nothing not to love about this, including the price. I mean, this much coverage on the wrist in real gemstones for less than $25. I love starting the show like this because now we're not saying that you've got to wait for somebody to treat you to a piece of jewelry. This isn't that once in a lifetime piece. This is oh wow, I love it. Why would you ever get a black resin bracelet, something plastic at a department store when you can get this probably for less money?
Yeah, the real deal. You're all about it. And so here's my funny story about tiger's eye, and I just want to kind of throw this out there because tiger's eye, you often, when I started collecting as a kid, whether it was marbles, whether it was the, gemstones, and you would go to like fairs, you would go to like, theme parks, whatever, and you see that big thing of all the colored rocks, and it would say, fill up that bag for $5. So I've even taught my kids to this day to skip all the other things and go for all the tiger's eye. So they fill up those bags with tiger's eye, and we're totally ripping them off because we know tiger's eye is worth so much more than the other stuff. But the boys have great collections now.
It's tremendous. It's a beautiful stone. The most popular right now, though, is this choice. So let's bring you in close.
You're right.
I mean, rhodonite is stunning. So this is how you get, when I think about Lori Goldstein's palette, for example, like that is it. Most limited on top of being most popular, only a dozen left in the large. The large, the average, the small, they're all the same price, $24.98, but heads up, that price goes up at the end of the day. And if you're using your Q card, you get 5 easy payments on everything, on air and online. So that would be $4.99 for your bracelet. So that's the rhodonite. And then we've got it here in that unakite. We don't see it often, where you've still got some of like that idea of the peachy pinky tones, but this is mostly green. So if you're part of the Denim & Company Olive Club, for example, you love this look. Why not do it in natural stones?
Yeah, even those two would pair nicely together. You know,
I
if you were to
agree.
wear those two together, you're going to blend in some of the greens and
you know
some
what?
of the pinks.
Tell me about this one, and I'm going to put both of them on the same wrist.
So
Black obsidian.
You can't go wrong with black obsidian. Black obsidian is a very durable gemstone, which I would highly recommend for a bracelet. You want something of durability. Obsidian is often used to back up, you know, a lot of gemstones that are going to be doublets or triplets. They secure it with obsidian in the back because it is so durable. It's going to give you that same look as like a black onyx, right? Really got a great shine to it. That, you know, traditional black and white. This will go good with your gold jewelry as well if you want to layer and stack it with some gold jewelry.
Wow, now you've taken that to a high-end place. I
Just
see that
jumped
as like
up there.
Italian influenced. Now this bracelet is 7/8 of an inch wide. I hid the ruler from myself. That's never good. It's like when your glasses are on top of your head and you spend all day looking for them. So it's 7/8 of an inch wide, so good coverage with one, but just so that you can see what those two look like together. And I think you're right, Jeff, that's a stunning combination. So one more update. So we've got it here in the Rhodonite. Large is now gone. Thank you for your orders. Now just 2 dozen left in the small, 6 dozen left in average. Price goes up at the end of the day. That's Rhodonite. This is Unikite. We also have Tiger's Eye and then Black Obsidian available. The item number 4, our first item in the show. And one of the most affordable, J360348. Oh, I'm so excited about this show. We are rocking with Easy Pay from here on out. So